Hello everyone. It's December 29th, 2023 today, and we just boarded the ferry to go over to Texada Island. Me and Lay were here about 2 months ago, the beginning of November 2023, and we were here for 4 days chasing Columbian Blacktails. That video was posted a few months ago on my channel, so go check that out. The first time we were here last month, we were chasing them with the rifles, but rifle season's closed, so we're gonna be chasing them this trip with the Hoyt. We're only here till the 1st, which gives us like 4 days, but it's already noon on day 1, and we haven't even got over the island. So, you know, 2, 3, 4 kind of days to try and kill a deer, a Columbian Blacktail with the bow. We're not going to be picky on this trip. We are going to shoot a doe if it gives us the opportunity, and I do have 2 tags, so if we do kill 1 doe, I won't be killing 2. I'll be killing a buck with my 2nd tag, but that would be quite the trip. Ferry's just taking off right now. We're going to jump into some hunting gear right when we get there, and we're going to get out looking with the bow, see if we can't connect on something. Okay, we're out hunting. It's currently about 1:30. We'll have until 4:30, which is sunset, to see if we can locate any deer. The plan is mostly going to be still hunting this trip. We might do 1 evening of sitting, seeing what comes out in a cut block, but we're going to be pushing bush real slowly the majority of this trip, trying to get within 40 yards of a blacktail. Okay, so here's the ocean, and I'm just kind of working through this bush right here, finding a little bit of sign. It's hard to know what's fresh or what's not, because it's probably been raining for 2 months non-stop. So I'm just working down this ridge, drops into the riverbed on this side, and down into a flat on this side. The wind is less than ideal, but I think this is where the deer are going to be hanging out. Okay, ridge was a bust, but it seems like a pretty good corridor. I might have to check out some more riverbeds while we're here over the next couple days. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut through this thick stuff right here with the wind in my favor. That connects to another trail a little ways over, and I'm going to work super slowly through there. Mindful Hunter, I listen to a lot of his stuff, and he says some pretty good shit. One of the things he said on his podcast recently is wait till you find the hyper fresh sign and then start really still hunting. So we are still moving slow through the bush, but until I find something that looks like, wow, promising, like that big trail of scat that we previously saw, I'm not gonna go into full still hunting mode. This is cool. Here's the river, and it actually goes underneath the ground and then fires out there in a waterfall. But no culvert or anything, just naturally goes right under this path. Super cool. I'm pretty deep back into the bush right now. There's so many trails everywhere that I'm just following. Not like I'm seeing a bit of sign, some scat and all that, but nothing crazy fresh. But like, there's definitely deer in here. Like, there's so many deer trails, just every which direction. Still gonna hunt for a bit, but it's looking like day 1's gonna be a bust. Had to FaceTime with the wife's family and do Secret Santa because she's in Ontario, and I didn't hold back really on the talking because it's important stuff. But if there's any deer around me, they would have heard me talking. All right, see you tomorrow. Got a deer up on the hill here, but can't hunt there. That's hilarious. Just trying to get it back into the cut block here. And this tree seems to have fallen down over the path, which can be considered a good thing, I guess, because it means nobody's back here, but bad thing for me because it's still a kilometer from the block. Just driving back into this cut block, and there's a deer on the road up here. Just went into the bush. You won't be able to see it. Oh no, right there. Right there, standing on the left side of the road. Shot down one of these cut lines, but just be way too dark to even walk down there right now, let alone follow a deer. Okay, I was going to hike through this cut block into the cut block beside it and sit there for a little bit, but the wind is just so good right now that I'm just gonna sit on the edge of this cut block right where I popped in. It's right along the road. I know that there's deer in there, in those trees. So I'm going to watch it for half hour or so, see if anything's moving on the edge, and then I'm gonna go still hunt through those trees. Okay, my plan this morning, this road goes way around on the other side of all this bush. Just down here is where I saw that deer this morning, and it was headed that way. I'm gonna try to get to the other side and still hunt right through where I saw that deer run into, because the wind will be in my favor. Look at this tree stand. This thing's awesome. Just chained up there, overlooking this little bit of path here. Okay, we're still hunting. There's a lot of scat everywhere. We're just following these deer trails real slowly. We're in their bedroom. Look at all this. Perfect spot to bed down. There's no roads anywhere near. There's a river right over there and a bunch of feed. It just smells like deer back here. There's sign everywhere. And you can just get that like whiff of like, just like wet deer. Doesn't mean they're here right now, but they were recently. Just spooked a couple deer out of their bed. About 100 yards in front of me. But they definitely saw me and took off. We're in the right area, so I didn't see if it was a doe or a buck, but it was bedded right in this swampy shit right here. And right when I came around the corner, the wind switched right in the deer's favor. Kinda sucks, but at least we're seeing deer. Alright, just stopped, had a snack at the truck, ditched my vest, getting a little hot. Now I'm gonna go still hunt another batch of timber. The difference right now between a month ago during rifle season is crazy. I have not seen another hunter. I've only been here, you know, one morning and one evening, but I've not seen another hunter since I've been here. Not hearing constant gunshots, which obviously it's bow season, so not going to, but when you hear during rifle season, they're just pow, pow, pow. And you just feel like you got the place to yourself. Really enjoying being here with the bow. I just got to 27 yards with 3 deer, but I couldn't get a shot because it's just so thick. was 2 does and a fawn. There was definitely one fawn, definitely one doe, and I think I saw a 3rd doe. But this bush is so thick. I'm at 27 yards. I had an arrow knocked, but I just needed to step to the left a little bit, and instead of stepping to the left, I stepped down into a ravine, so no shot. And I know that the fawn would survive, but I'm not super keen on shooting a doe with the fawn. The deer were bedded right in here. There's like a cut line right here, and this is the cut line that I was walking down when I spooked them, which means I got to within 10 yards probably right here before they bounced out of there. I was just walking, I don't know, 100 yards from where we saw the last deer, and I looked over to my left and there was a deer bedded down, and as soon as I saw I think it was a doe, as soon as I saw her, she popped over the log that she was leaning against. I'll put a picture of where she was right here, and just disappeared into this thick stuff. There's a ton of deer in here, but it is so hard to get a bow shot. Alright, even though my judgment's telling me not to do it, I'm walking in to a pretty popular location for hunters. I was gonna go hit a less busy place, but it just didn't have the characteristics I was looking for, and this one does. This one has big batches of trees inside a cut blocks. So I'm gonna try doing some still hunting through here. I know it's a really popular place during rifle season, but it's been a couple weeks since rifle season ended, and probably a month since the busy season ended, so the deer might have moved back in here and got a little more comfortable. Some of these deer trails are just so worn in. Like I'm way back in the bush, and look at this trail. Looks like people made it, but it's just covered in deer tracks. Another deadhead. Found a deadhead last month when I was here with Lay too, but it's just a doe. We're getting to that magic hour of the night. Just still hunting. It's actually pretty tiring doing it all day. We have a doe in front of us. She's right here near. I think she saw me. With a rifle, I would have been a dead deer. This is tough. This bow hunting, stalking, still hunting with the bow is tough. Okay, we got back to the truck a little bit earlier than I wanted to. So I'm gonna go drive around the other side of that cut block that I saw the deer going towards. Let's see if we can cut them off. So I'm walking into this cut right now, but it was the cut beside it where I saw that deer, and she was headed towards this cut block. So I'm gonna walk along the road and see if I spot any movement. Chances are she's gonna spot me before I spot her if I'm walking along this road, but walking through the cut block is so loud, it's impossible to stay quiet. Beautiful sunset tonight. I'm just glassing this cut block, the back edges of it, to see if I see any movement. Just trying to get some cover with this tree. Even if we saw something at the back edge of the cut block, I don't think I'd be able to stalk in without making too much noise to get within 40 yards. But we're gonna keep glassing. Today saw 5 deer. Believe they were all does. Didn't get a shot off, obviously. This bow hunting thing it's pretty tough, especially spot and stalk, but we still got one full day and a morning. So I'm gonna keep glassing, but I will see you in the morning. It's the morning of day 3. The plan for this morning is we're back where we were yesterday morning. And we're gonna still hunt the same piece of timber that we still hunted yesterday morning and saw all those deer. Alright, we're gonna cut right through here, right along the edge of this block. See if we can pull up any deer. It's still pretty dark inside there. We just spooked another deer. Oh my god. Would have been another dead deer with a rifle. She was bedded right in here. And I was walking down here, slid right into those bushes there. It's so thick in here, but that's why the deer love it. I can't see the deer until they've already heard me coming. Thought you were a deer, my buddy. There's literally sign everywhere you walk in this place. We're just gonna follow deer trails towards the ocean. See if that works out for us. Alright. The sun's going down. You can see it out there. I have found this little bench area that I'm gonna watch the rest of the night until it gets dark. See if any deer move through here. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Tomorrow morning we got like an hour and a half done before we hit the ferry. Happy New Year, everyone. January 1st, 2024. Pretty awesome that we get to spend it out bow hunting for Columbian Blacktails. I've only got 50 minutes to hunt. And then I gotta be back in my truck to catch the ferry. Basically, what I'm gonna do is just shoot down a couple trails and just still hunt the edges of the trails. See if we can turn something up. All right, brings us to the end of our Columbian Blacktail archery hunt. Super fun hunt, especially compared to November when me and Lay were here. I felt like I had the whole island to myself. I didn't see another hunter, didn't run into any pressure or anything like that, which is super fun. If it was rifle season right now, one, there'd be a lot more people here, and two, I could have killed a few deer at least. But I didn't want to kill a doe with a rifle in November, and probably wouldn't want to kill a doe with a rifle now, even if it was rifle season. I think what would work really well here is, now that I know the area a bit, I know where some tree stands and some blind setups would be pretty beneficial, and some close to some bedding areas. So I think I'll try to convince the wife to come probably early 2025 before the season ends on January 15th, and come for a week. She can work from the Airbnb or something, and I think I'll try and set up some tree stands and hunt them again next year that way. I don't know if this is considered the last hunt of the season or the first hunt of the season, because it's January 1st, 2024. But what a great year. Hope you enjoyed all of the 2023 hunting videos that were put on throughout the last year, and I'm excited to see what 2024 has to offer. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you out there.